Hey there boys and girls, like Skillflaky here and welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to talk a little bit more about The Division and the possibility of zombies, mutants and all that other creepy stuff that actually might be in the game. But to just get it right out of the way, Ubisoft came out and said that there won't be any zombies in The Division. Of course, you could now argue, well, maybe they're just like not normal zombies and stuff, but no, they really said there won't be any zombies. Of course, there's like a wide open space and they haven't actually shown us much of the really contaminated zones yet. But Ubisoft came out and said there won't be any zombies, so I think we should probably trust them on that. And I'm pretty actually sure that zombies might not fit very well in the whole aspect of The Division, because I know it's kind of dragged out already, and zombie games, for example like DayZ, they can be really fun, but I really think that for The Division it does not make a lot of sense. So let's talk a little bit more about the disease. We know it spread on Black Friday, and it spread really quickly, and we have different zones in The Division. Some of the zones are actually like the green ones, some are like the yellow ones and the red ones, and they of course show you by the color that some of them are more dangerous. So the virus, or whatever it's called, the disease there, is a lot stronger. So my idea would be now that, of course, you as an agent of The Division, you want to help the people. You want to help all the civilians because it's kind of part of your job. And you can also see that in the first E3 2013 trailer, or basic gameplay trailer, that they were actually looking at some people and they were contaminated. And they were talking about, should they help them, shouldn't they? Like they had no medicine, so they were not able to help them. But it's actually your goal to help the people.
Civilians on the left. She's gone red. I'm low on packs though. We have to leave it.
Alright guys, I got you on my map, so I will head your way.
So, I really think that there's no, like, really third threat besides the normal, like, elite mobs and other players. So, I mean, some kind of zombies or mutants. I do not think that this is the case, however, just imagine, like, a really highly contaminated, really high disease zone where people are, like, almost dead, they're starving, they're sick, and, like, just imagine, for example, if you've played Outlast, in that one scene where the guy was in the wheelchair and he was just like randomly jumping onto you. I think that this might very well be the case, so that in really high contaminated zones that the civilians are actually not be that they're kind of like, I don't want to say brain dead, but like that they're really so sick and they're having headaches, and that they just randomly maybe attack someone because they're so desperate, like they will jump onto you and maybe cry help, or they will just try to rob you. I mean, after all, it's a post-apocalyptic setting and people are desperate, people want to survive, so it's not too far off that they might have some sort of like problems there in the highly contaminated zones, so that you cannot actually help those people anymore and they're actually kind of aggressive to you. Again, these are just my thoughts, nothing of that is confirmed. I'm just throwing out some ideas, and I would also like to hear you guys' opinion on that. But something else would be that maybe they would have some kind of mutation. I'm not talking like Hulk mutation or Spider-Man or anything crazy like that. Maybe just like some disease mutation-ish stuff, like maybe, for example, like the Boomer guys in Left 4 Dead, like they have those weird blister bubbles on them. And maybe some of the highly contaminated civilians, or just the really infected ones, that they can, like, when they're really desperate and trying to get to you or your stuff, that they kind of like, I don't know, their blisters bubbles will explode and you will get infected or something. You have to get out of the contaminated zones, because after all we know that you will have to use a gas mask in the really highly contaminated zones. So I just, you know, say highly contaminated a lot. Anyways, so we really know that it's really dangerous there, and it's really barely livable, if you want to call it like that. But yeah, these were just my 2 cents. So again, Ubisoft came out and said no zombies, and I still think that there won't be any zombies though, but there will be some sort of like aggressive infected people there at least. Again, I think this would make sense because again, we do not know much about the disease yet, just that it's kind of killing people and it's a virus of some sort. But yeah, I think it's pretty much off now, so please let me know what you think about the topic, and Lucky Skullfaker out.